Hello MBA aspirants, welcome to MBA 360. At the very beginning, I would request you all to subscribe to MBA 360 because this is going to be your one-stop destination for MBA 2026 admissions. We have been talking about all the colleges and giving you data about their selection process, placements, fee, which is the most important factor for you to consider any college, and also fees and other factors related to that. Today we are going to cover XIM University in Bhubaneswar. And we are also going to talk why NRF is not favorable to certain colleges, specific colleges in terms of which are MBA oriented colleges, and then also specialized colleges, and then we will talk about it in the subsequent slide. Moving ahead, let's give you some basics about. So XIM University is what it is known as now, but earlier it started off as XIM Bhubaneswar and it is more popular as XIMB. So now it has become a constituent college of the university. It was established in 1987, so it has also completed around 40 years of its existence. The earlier campus is spread in 20 acres, and obviously the university has come up in a separate part, so that has a much bigger area. NIF ranking is 45, and we believe that this should be ranked in the top 20, and that's why we talk the heading which we had talked about is that why NRF needs a relook in terms of when it is ranking MBA colleges. We'll specifically talk about it later. In terms of total students, it's 720, and there are two main programs for XIM, which is business management and HRM, and this in terms of NRF ranking, the college has reported about, I think, only the main program. That's why the numbers are showing like this, because in terms of if we add up to their all programs, the numbers are much higher, and that must have been reflected in XIM University. In terms of male-female ratio, it is 70:30, and then if you look at outside state students, 57%, which means around 43% of students come from within the states, and faculty to ratio is 74:720, which means that you have around 1:10 kind of a ratio for that. Let's talk about the placement data. This is basis the data submitted to NRF, Government of India, under a pledge affidavit. There has been a 100% placement except in last year, which is 23-24, in terms of 99.43, which is also practically 100%. And the median salaries has moved from 17 lakhs to 19.25 and slightly improving to 19.53 lakhs in the 23-24. When you look at the institute data, then you get the average salary as 19.53 and the highest salary as 30 lakhs. And this is the reason, with a median salary of 19.5 and then average salary of highest salary of 30 lakhs, this cannot be at rank 45. This should surely feature in top 25, because for MBA, I think most of the students would want that placement be the highest factor, whereas what happens is placement is only one of the constituents among the 5 constituents when NRF ranking is done, and that is where some of the colleges lose out. Let's move at in terms of sector-wise placement. You would see that consulting is 20. And this I have been always emphasizing, that consulting should be the litmus test for how good a college is. If consulting roles are higher, you would see that in the topmost colleges like Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Calcutta, the consulting is in the range of 35 to 40%. But even in good colleges, there would be consulting roles, and then at 20%, it is a very good percentage. BFSI, banking, finance and insurance, is 27%, the highest. Then IT is 15%, manufacturing is 17%, and FMCG is 12%. What you would see when you move from beyond top 20 colleges or beyond top 50 colleges to tier 3 or tier 2 colleges, this FMCG, which is largely sales and marketing role, will keep increasing. And in fact, if you go to tier 3 colleges, almost 50% or 60% students would be getting sales and marketing roles, and there might be almost practically nil or zero consulting roles, or you might be getting back-end consulting roles in the Big 4. Talking about the top recruiters in consulting, you have Bain & Company, then you have the Big 4, EY, Deloitte, Accenture and PwC. Even Optum Consulting has come. In BFSI, you have ICICI Bank, Axis, D. Shaw, CAMS, IDBI Bank and Aditya Birla Capital. In manufacturing, you have Flipkart should be actually in IT or e-commerce. Vedanta, Tata Steel, Aarti Industry and Shadowfax. Remember that Odisha is rich with mines and there are steel industry and other thing around there. So that could be a factor wherein manufacturing is scoring better. In terms of FMCG, you have L'Oreal, Dabur, Berger Paints, Havells, Lakme, MTR and Asian Paints. Then in IT, you would look at Air India, Pine Labs, IBM, FactSpan, GE Healthcare and Thomson Reuters coming in. So if you look at, there is a very good range of companies in terms of coming at this, and that's where we strongly believe that it should not be in top 45. Let me talk about the selection process. Being a part of XAMI institutes, it accepts CAT score also, and then it's also accepts XAT score. When I'm talking of XAMI Institute, there is a whole range of institutes which are through Jesus Society, which is typically known as Xavier's, and some of them are also not named as Xavier's, like LIBA in Chennai or Goa Institute of Management. They all accept XAT score. Beyond that, there are also other colleges who have started accepting. There is another exam, XGMT, which I believe is largely for their other programs in terms of sustainability management, rural management and other, which comes under XIM University. Eligibility criteria is 55%. Normally you would have seen that a lot of colleges 50%, but here it is 55%. And then final year students, they need to have completed the course by June 15. Shortlisting is done by the college and then PI and other process is done. You would find that there is writing ability test, group discussion and personal interview which is done. Stage-wise selection process, you would see you have online application, then you have email intimation coming in, and then the stage 3 is written ability test, group discussion and other thing happening. Then stage 4 is that candidate performance and other things basis all this thing is compiled to make a final selection, and then obviously April 2026 is when they say they would be starting the new batch. Let's look at LinkedIn data in terms of where the alumni are. Since this is a 40-year-old institute, they have 15,000 alumni, around 16,000. 86% of them are working in India. So 14% of them are working abroad, which is a good number. You would have seen that most of the good colleges have more than 10% of the alumni working abroad. In terms of abroad, you have United States 4%, then United Kingdom, UAE, Canada and Singapore 1% each. Within India, Maharashtra is the highest, 14%, must be Mumbai and Pune largely. Then Karnataka largely, Bangalore 13%, Delhi NCR has 11% and Hyderabad has 4%. Now let's talk about the fees. If you look at the fees, you would find a very stark difference. The main programs MBA HRM and MBA BM have a fees which adds up to 25 lakhs. And the moment you move to RM, which is rural marketing, sustainability management, and then there are many other courses. 1 year program is obviously 14 lakhs because it's a 1 year program, but that's a different thing. But these all courses which come under XIM University have almost a half fees. Like you add up, it is around 14 lakhs, whereas this is 25 lakhs. The difference is these all courses are under XIM University and this is considered as XIMB, and the alumni are also very different in both places. So that's why you get advantage of being the old institute when you are doing BM and HRM program. Towards the end, I will ask you to subscribe to MBA 360 and comment on this video in case you need any further data on the XIM University or any other colleges which you want us to cover. And we have been doing a lot of video, and we hope that this would be a one-stop destination for you all when you are looking at MBA 2026 admissions. Thank you and all the best.